but I can't have it. Feel something real, just feel something. It's all too much, still I can't have you. 'Cause you and me can't happen, we won't happen 'cause I'm nobody. 'Cause you and me can't happen, we won't happen 'cause I'm nobody.
And the Celtic Cross focuses on a particular situation that you may be facing that is important whether you notice or not. Okay? So hopefully I can get through it without anybody calling me or without my kids interrupting me. Okay? I will be shuffling and placing the cards live. Start your reading now. Okay. Cool. A bunch of cards just try to fall out. Lots of energy. Okay, one more. Okay, here's some. All right. So this is going to be insight on who you are, the person being read. All in a golden afternoon, the first card. Creation, innovation, new energies. Okay? The current situation that we're looking at, clock time, time pressure, and a rush. Okay, somebody's rushing your creativity. Is somebody rushing you in general? What happened in the past? Wake up, it's your moment. Okay, somebody had an awakening moment, realizing who they were or what they were. The recent past, the present, nature communication. Okay. Possible future events, uncertainty. Like I say, you cannot tell the future. Only God knows that. Only God knows the future. Okay? No matter how much you plan. Most likely to happen. The 11, changed in the night. You will have changed quickly. Okay? Move in a little bit so you can see better. Okay. Then we have the 7th card, which is your hopes. I'm gonna put them all in the zipper. And if you know anything about the Celtic Cross, you know that's not how it goes. But I have to work with what I have. It's falling all over the place. Okay. I have to work with what I have, and this is the space that I have. Okay. Your reputation, how others see you in the situation, becoming braver. Okay. And the 9th card is your fears in the situation. You are rare and free. There are not many like you. Fear of being different, possibly. Okay. And the right thing to do in this situation is shine bright like a candle. Okay. Hold on, we have to make a change, people. Over our energy of choices, feeling blocked, restrained. Okay. I have to... Okay. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. Some selenite. Okay, so, and selenite one, let's get this reading started. So, with this card, who you are, the person, instead of the person that we're reading. All in a golden afternoon, inspired, creative spark, imagination, and conception. You are a very creative and magical person. You can make things happen, okay? Make a way out of no way, make dinner out of nothing, make a good time out of a boring time, be the life of the party. You're that kind of person. And the problem is, somebody is rushing you into a situation or into a partnership, a deal, a job, a relationship, something that you're not trying to rush into. You're trying to take your time on it. According to this card right here, okay, the the time card, all right, with the clock on it. Somebody's trying to pressure you into something. They're in a rush. They're making you feel rushed, and you're not liking it. You're feeling flustered with this feeling of being rushed, okay? It's definitely not something that you like to do. In the past, you've realized that you can't please everybody. You've come to that realization already. Okay? And right now, you just need to learn how to communicate, or you're learning how to communicate. Okay? Being able to speak, being able to open your mouth. It is a Mercury retrograde. Mercury is all about communication. Okay, the 3 and the 7, that equals 10, a fulfillment. I feel like you had enough of being a yes man, pleasing everybody else. I think that you woke up to that already, and you're just about done with that. Am I right? Okay, so what can possibly happen? Possible events, uncertainty. This is the 11 card. It's choose who you will become. The future is up to you. What you do is going to determine what happens in the future. The actions that you take now, the behaviors that you are exhibiting now are going to decide what future you have. Okay? But what's most likely to happen? Change in the night, the 11 card again. You have, actually that was the 12 card. So you have the 10, the 11, and the 12, okay? Change in the night, you have changed quickly. So what's most likely to happen is the change is going to hit you almost overnight, okay? You're not even going to realize it's happening. You're just going to start opening your mouth and saying things. You're just not going to hold it in anymore. And you're even going to surprise yourself, okay? Your hopes in this situation? Nonsense. It's time to talk sense. You're hoping that what you say makes sense and that you don't sound crazy when you finally do open your mouth to stick up for yourself, right? Your reputation, how others see you, becoming braver. They see you, like I said, standing up for yourself. They see you becoming braver, seeing you stand for what you believe in and speak up for how you feel. Not just doing things because people want you to or they ask you to. They see you coming into your own. They see you becoming braver, okay? Resilience, experience, growing stronger, and fresh perspective. They see you looking at things a little different. They see you as a whole new attitude, energy. Not a whole new person, but a new energy. Your fears are being looked at as different. You don't want to be looked at as an outsider. Yes, everybody wants to be different to an extent. They don't want to blend in. But nobody wants to stand out like a sore thumb either. Nobody wants to be the weirdo, okay? Or most people don't. At least in my case, I see that you don't. At least not to your crowd of people. You don't want to stick out. You don't want to be the sore thumb. That's yet another 11. 10, 11, 10, 11. I see growth here. Definitely growth. Okay. 9. Shine bright like a candle. You will make it through this. The right thing to do is to keep being yourself, okay? Continue being you. Continue growing and shining, and don't let people rush you into anything that you don't want, because that's the major issue here. Somebody's trying to rush you into something, probably because they see the light within you. But speak up, become braver. It's time to start talking sense. Time to communicate. You are in charge of your own future. Wake up, it's your moment. No more being quiet. You're becoming braver, okay? Don't let anyone rush you into anything that you don't want. Let's do some clarity here, some clarifications. Let's do house planet signs to see any outcomes or any actions that should be taken. Okay. All right. Ooh. Planet jumped out. Feeling restricted, feeling like you only have one choice. Saturn, getting down to business, being all about achieving goals and things like that. Getting things done. What sign? What sign is Saturn in? Okay. What sign is Saturn in? Saturn in Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio, an emotional sign, tries to act hard because they don't want to get their feelings hurt. Okay. We're going to do house. So Saturn is in Scorpio. In what house, though? Because as we know, the houses rule different actions and feelings, communications and such. Okay. In the 4th house, home and family. Okay. Okay. So, the possible outcome with this that we had seen is uncertainty. We're not sure, but we know there'll be a change. The maturity that brings purification to resurrect what makes you feel secure. Spiritually, this is what we're speaking, spiritually. The maturity that brings purification to resurrect what makes you feel secure. Okay? And to me, that says spiritually, you'll be pure enough and you'll be able to say in the purest way what makes you feel secure, to know what makes you feel secure. You'll be at the point where you know what it takes to put you in that place of, okay, I feel that everything is going to be okay. Okay? Okay, so mentally, caution regarding the secrets of support. Mentally, you're going to have to be careful about who you want and who you need to support you mentally. Because some people just want to bring you down, okay? And if they know that you need them, they might not be as positive as you need them to be. This is all about the home base, okay? If it's family trying to rush you into something, communicate with them, let them know. I'm not rushing into nothing. Not until I'm ready, not till it's my time. Okay? And physically, limits imposed resulting from the power of your home base or your family. Okay, feeling restricted from your home base, from your spouse, from your loved one, your family, your mom, dad, someone who possibly doesn't live with you but is constantly watching over what you do and wanting updates on your life and such. I know those. Have a couple of those in my life. So with Saturn, with things of getting results done in maturity and responsibility, and Scorpio is such an emotional planet and such an emotional location, house and home, I think that if you're an air sign, you really need to use your mental capabilities here, or any other sign for that matter. You're going to have to really put some mental, like some thought into this, okay? Because you don't, otherwise you're going to take a completely emotional approach. And that's the last thing you want to do. So what's the action that you should take? Because here it says just keep being you and don't let anybody dim your light. Don't let anybody change how you want things to go and how you do things, okay? Be realistic about the extraordinary power of prayer as you did in the past. Okay, so you know prayer works, so get the praying. Mentally, be concerned about the highest and lowest aspects of your home and family base. Look at the pros and cons of your home and family base when it comes to this situation, okay? Are you being rushed, or do you feel rushed because of your home and family base? Or is your home and family base rushing you? Or do you feel like you're being rushed, period, in some kind of relationship? You're being rushed somewhere, and you know that it's not your time and that you need to go a certain way, and you've been opening your mouth more and you've been communicating more because you know that it's your moment to live in your truth, and that you start speaking up, and you're hoping that you don't sound crazy, and you don't. You sound braver, okay? Physically, you must wait before you can control the situation and do what makes you feel secure. Okay. I feel when they're saying wait, I don't think they mean like postpone. I mean, it's going to take a little bit for you to be satisfied or get satisfaction or reciprocity out of this situation. Whew, that was a mouthful. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take you a while to get the results that you want. If you're looking for immediate gratification, you're not going to get it. Don't worry about being different. Don't worry about looking weird. You're becoming braver. You're communicating. Let your light shine. Call it weird. Call it whatever you want. You're different and you're special. You have the future and the destiny of yourself in your hands. Let's get some clarity cards now. Okay, now we're going to get clarity cards with some tarot from my Startman Tarot deck. Okay, this has been my recent favorite. Usually I like using the OSHO Zen, but recently I've been using this to clarify. Okay, so my Celtic Cross people, we are going to clarify the current situation with the time. Ooh. Okay, I only want 2, so let's see. 1, 2, there's 1. Okay. I'm wanting to put it back here with the Princess of Wands. Okay, and I'm just needing one more card I'm gonna take. And and the King of Pentacles. Okay. So this person is trying to lure you into a situation with promises of something that you need to take a step forward. Money, resources, a building, a car, taking you to get something done, helping you invest in something. The person is rushing you with the promise that you'll be able to, going after something with full force, willpower, and drive, determination. They know that you want something, and they're using that against you with the time. Okay? Matter of fact, I don't even know why I put these down. So the person that's how they're rushing you. They're trying to get you to agree to something because they have something that you need and they're holding it over your head. That's what that is. Okay? Let's clarify what's going on presently. That's this card right here, with your communication. Matter of fact, I'm going to use these. If I can pick them up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The Hermit in reverse. See that? Okay. Presently, you're learning to communicate, but yet you're very isolated into yourself in a very negative way. Not in a way of introspection, but in a very negative way, okay? In a way in which is not healthy, actually. Let's see what else we can get for the present. The dark side of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. You feel like you're saying the same things over and over again as you're trying to communicate and they're not understanding. That's probably why you feel crazy. Okay? You feel like you're talking nonsense, or you don't want to feel like you're talking nonsense. That's because no matter what you say, it's not seeming to get through. You seem to end up right back where you started. Okay? What can we do to fix that situation? Ending up right back where we started. Oh no, I just dropped a crystal. Okay. How can we stop ourselves from ending right back where we started? The right thing to do, that's what we're looking at. Okay? The Rebel and completion. Okay. 2 major arcana, the 4 and the 21. And you have the Hermit as the overall energy again. So here's this card again. Okay. Okay. Well, what this tells me is what you have to do is you can show them better than you can tell them. Okay. That you're not rushing into anything. You don't care what they have to offer. And if they want anything that you have to offer, they're going to take the time. Okay? And if they can't understand in communication, you're just going to have to show them because you can't tell them. They're not listening. They're not listening. One last clarity card for fears. Okay. One last clarity card for fears. We're going to clarify the fears. All right. I have a whole bunch of new cards and stuff coming in. Dice. I can't wait to get them. Okay. Fear, clarified, redemption. Okay. And Call of the Night, daring, adventure, excitement. Okay. Your fears of being different, right? You don't want to have to apologize for everything that you do because you're different. Okay? You don't want to have to keep apologizing for the movements that you make because you're going to always follow your heart. You're always going to follow the way that you're going now. So you don't want to have to keep apologizing. You don't want to have to keep apologizing for that. Right? Okay, I know I said one more, but literally this is like the last one. Okay? And it's going to clarify the karma cards. Saying to stay prayed up. Remember, prayer works. Remember to set limits. And you're going to be limited. You're going to be limited by the secrets of your support. Okay, let's see. Okay, 13 and the 18. Very grounded, very rooted, very spiritual and wise, and learning from your mistakes, and motherly and nurturing and making things grow, and very Empress energy. Okay, 19, possibly a Sagittarius. Okay. Okay, so Celtic Cross. If communication doesn't work, you can show them better than you can tell them. And I know you're afraid of having to apologize for everything you do, but you're moving in the right direction, the right way, with the right ideas and the right morals. You're very in tune with your spirituality, with your inner self, your intuition, whether you know it or not. You're a very caring, loving, and wise person. So I trust your judgment. You should trust your judgment. And I definitely say, like I said, if communication doesn't work, you can show them better than you can tell them. Okay? Come into completion on your own. Keep being your wonderful self. You're not going to sound crazy. You're being braver. Okay? They can't make you do, they can't hold this resource, this money, this energy, this time, this show, this whatever it is. They can't hold it over your head, this job position, whatever it is. Don't let them hold it over your head, because you also have something that they want. So don't lose your leverage. You're in charge of your own destiny. Okay? My very grounded reading. Thank you. My, what was this? Was the Celtic Cross reading for people who chose the Celtic Cross. Okay, we are going to move right along to Through the Looking Glass. Okay, right along to Through the Looking Glass. Okay, let's begin. The very first card is going to be hidden emotions, what you've been hiding from others, and perhaps even yourself. Okay. For my Through the Looking Glass people. Okay. Your lack of communication, possibly. Not being able to communicate, wanting to communicate, but not being able to. What is your hidden motivator? What are you doing? I'm sorry. Why are you doing what you're doing, feeling what you're feeling, and choosing what you're choosing? Okay? Your anger. Your main motivator is your anger. At least that's what it seems. Okay? Your hidden thoughts. We can think many things without acknowledging or being aware of them. Here they are, laid out bare for you. Lead the way. Be a leader. Show others how it's done. You can help others. So Do you not want to show your helpful side, that you want to be a helpful person? Is that a sign of weakness for you? Okay. Does it have something to do with your inability to communicate? All right. Because your anger is so quick. All right. This is for my through the looking glass people. Through the looking glass. All right. Hidden physical needs. What you need to do for your well-being. For example, if you get a card like nonsense, you may have to challenge some of your own beliefs when it comes to food, or contest others who have pushed their ideas onto you. Okay? So, what are your physical needs? It's always tea time, eternity, endless moments, and repetition. Okay. Your physical needs. You need a routine, okay? But if you look at her face, there's like a dent here. But if you look at her face, she's not happy. So you need a routine, but you don't want the same old thing all the time, okay? And that can be confusing for whoever you're dealing with. Maybe they're trying everything to make you happy, but they can't because they know you want the routine, but they know you also want something new. Okay? And we're going to pull the last card, which is your hidden spiritual desires. What your soul wants you to know, but has been unable to tell you. It's hard for your soul to break through in the clamor and busyness of everyday world. This is your chance. This is its chance to be seen and heard. Okay, let's see what the soul wants to say. Set your course. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan, the right direction. Okay. So what your soul wants to say. Spiritually, what your soul desires is for you to start walking on your spiritual path, on the way and with you, which you're supposed to go. You might be living out a karmic lesson that you did not learn from the past. Okay? Let's get some let's do the planet, signs, and houses cards, okay? Let me throw my phone on the charger. Okay. Planets, signs, and houses. Planets. What planet are we working with? What planet is influencing you and your situation? What planet is in play right now? Mars, okay? Mars. So as you know that Mars is the red planet, and red is fire, action, getting things done, okay? So that's the planet we're working with, the Mars energy. And what sign is in the Mars energy? Okay, what sign is in the Mars energy? Let's see what we can come up with for the signs. So Mars is in Pisces, an emotional water sign, one of spirituality. Spirituality, that's a Pisces energy. Okay, now what house? What house is Mars in Pisces, but in what house? What house is in, it's what's happening, what is happening, how it's happening, and where it's happening. So What's happening? Action is happening. Where is it happening? How is it happening? And spiritually, okay? Where is this taking place? Okay. Where is it taking place? In the 9th house, Sagittarius house, philosophy, knowledge, travel, okay? Learning, wisdom, wanting to know more, okay? So there's some changes going on in your spirituality, in what you're wanting to learn and wanting to know more, right? There's some change going on. For you, for sure. Let's get some clarity on, let's see. Your hidden emotions. Let's get some clarity on your hidden emotions. Let's see. Hidden emotions. Clarity on your hidden emotions. Some insight into your hidden emotions that you might be hiding from others or yourself. And we're going to pull 2, and that's exhaustion, the 9 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands, participation. Your hidden emotion. You're trying to communicate. You're tired of trying to communicate. You're tired of putting all of you in. You're participating, but you feel like you're the only one participating. Okay, it feels like the other person is not really helping you. They're not doing as much as you. Okay. But what you need to do when looking at yourself in this situation is see that you don't have to put that much effort in. You're doing it to yourself. Okay? You're doing it to yourself. You're putting all those expectations on yourself because of your spirituality. You feel responsible to get things done. You feel like you're responsible for others' happiness. And that's no good. And you're having trouble communicating that. Because it's confusing you. You're mad at people for not doing better for themselves because it bothers you. That's what I'm seeing right there with the your hidden emotions. Okay? You're having trouble communicating that it bothers you that the people that you're watching mess up or not do well or headed in the wrong path, you can't express that it bothers you, or you won't admit that it bothers you. Okay? Okay. Let's keep on going. Let us clarify the hidden motivator. Okay? Clarify the hidden motivator. Clarifying the hidden motivator with this tarot card. I want 1, but I'll take 2, okay? Clarifying the hidden motivator. And that would be here, your anger. What's up with your anger? Are you unable? Oh, okay, well, there it goes. I was going to ask, are you unable to control your temper, or have you been holding in and needing to release some anger? But here's your answer, and there's 2 of them. And they're both in reverse. The Chariot and Justice in reverse. You're motivated by an unhinged energy. You're motivated by a chaotic determination, obsession kind of thing. You're obsessed with this situation, this like whatever you're going after, whatever has you unable to communicate and tired for participating so much and overworking yourself, whatever that is, you're obsessed with it, and you don't care about the rules when it comes to this situation. You're not caring about outcomes or how it affects anybody or anything like that. And you're usually a very caring spiritual person. You like, you deep down you care, and I feel like you don't want to show that. That's what I'm getting. A caring person that doesn't want to show that they care. A tough exterior, okay? Next, we're going to clarify the thoughts, okay? Your hidden thoughts. So we have your hidden emotions, okay? We have your hidden emotions. We have your hidden motivator, which is your anger and your obsession with something, not caring. Are you trying to get back at somebody? Is this a vendetta? Like, okay, like you're mad and you're obsessed with getting a girl back for something she did to you, or a guy back for something he did to you, or a girl he took, or a guy they took, or a position they took in your job. Like, you're mad at something and you're obsessed with this situation. It's consuming you, okay? I'm gonna pull 2 for your hidden your hidden thoughts. We have, you want to lead the way. You want to be a leader. You want to show them the better way. But you're tempted by the wheel. Okay. You're tempted to just not... You're tempted to not tell your thoughts. To not, like... It seems more appealing for you to not lead the way, because I feel like you're tempted to be drawn back into the past, okay? To old ways, possibly. Or this could be you don't want a situation to be like an old situation. You know how you react in certain situations, so you don't want to be the leader because you know the pressure that it takes, you know that the responsibility that it has, you know how you act when you're in power, possibly. You're not leading the way because of something that has happened prior, and that you just don't want to take part in it again, okay? You don't want to be tempted. Possibly you don't want to be drawn back into a toxic situation, okay? Those are your thoughts. You don't want to be drawn back into a toxic situation. You don't want to lead the way. You don't want to show others and help others with this because possibly you've done it before and you don't want to get tempted and sucked back into that feeling of trying to help people and knowing you can't save everybody, okay? What are your physical needs? We're going to clarify your physical needs, and we're going to do that with the Rune. I'm going to try to get 1, but I will take 2. Your physical needs. It says that you like routine, but you don't want it anymore. You like routine, but you want some surprise every once in a while. You're tired of the repetitive stuff, but that's what you would want and expect. I'm kind of confused about that. Like, maybe you want that little zest sometimes and you're not getting it. Okay. I'm going to take 1 to clarify your physical needs. The 3, 1 and 8. Okay, that's Thor. Energy, fire, action, reliability, getting things done, powerful, protection. I feel like your physical needs, you need to feel secure, and that's where the repetitiveness comes in here. But I also feel like you need a little zest, a little fire, a little lightning, like strike to your life as well. You need to feel like that would make you feel complete. It would balance you out. The 3 is a balanced number. You got a 3 here too. Okay? So your physical needs, you need that security, that structure, that consistency, the security, you need that, but at the same time, you need a little spice in your life. Okay? That's the physical you need. You need a little change, a little spontaneity, okay? Now we're going to clarify the last card, which is the spiritual desires card. What your soul wants. What your soul is wanting from this. Okay? I'm going to pull one of these. Less vampires. And then we're going to clarify this and we're done. Okay? Because the video is getting a little long, guys. I'm sorry. But, okay, here we are. The one, energy of newness and vitality. Your soul is wanting to start something new. It's wanting to get on course, make the plan, and start your new journey on your soul's purpose, for what you're called for your calling, for your purpose here. It wants to get started. It wants to start something new. It's tired of the old life that you've been living, okay? Your soul has been calling out for you to begin the journey that you're here for. You know what I'm saying? Okay. How can I... Okay, I'm just going to use this. No, I'm going to use this. This is how I'm going to clarify, I believe. Yeah. Okay. And to clarify this down here, last two cards of clarification. Oh, okay. All right. Well, first of all, it says, the drive for spirituality to ultimately experience spiritual values. So you're wanting to become whole in your spirituality. Mentally, you need to confront trusting your psychic knowledge of long-range thinking and travel. You're seeing things like deja vu, or being able to know that things are about to happen before they happen. And that's just because of your wisdom. I don't believe in psychics. So that's my personal opinion. Okay. Physically, it's the action of resulting from the indecision of or about what is to be shared. Your actions may be hesitant or a little sketchy because you don't know what to share with your surrounding people yet. And the action you should take is energize your dreams spiritually. Energize your dreams as if they come from all there is, or the universe, as though your dreams come straight from the universe. Okay, mentally, you need to confront the idealization of the philosophies and laws involved. Just because something's a rule, just because something's an old saying, an old philosophy, doesn't always make it true. And did you know that a lot of times those old sayings are not completely finished by the time we hear them? There's a whole other part of those sayings, like the blood of the coven is not as thick as the water of the womb, or something like that. Something along those lines. I got it. The blood of the coven is thicker than the water of the womb. Instead, we know blood is thicker than water, but that's not the whole saying. It's the blood of the coven is thicker than the water of the womb. And that's basically saying the relationships that you forge with people are stronger than the relationships that you're born with. Okay. But if you know the saying that we hear, it's blood is thicker than water, it means family is thicker than any other relationship, right? It's totally misleading. Force yourself to be a part of something overwhelming and do it in a big way. Step outside of your comfort zone. Do it in a big way. And take a minute to appreciate all that is around you. There will be a union worth celebrating. Okay, take a moment to appreciate all that's around you with these actions that you're doing. Don't just do the actions. Experience the actions. Experience the results of the actions and the feeling and the energy of what you're doing and how it's manifesting and how it's making people feel and how it's making ripples in the world and all of those other things. Okay. So through the looking glass, people, you need to start following your soul's journey. Start following what your soul is called here to do. Instead of whatever it is that you're doing now, you need to take a whole turn, a whole left. Stop being obsessive over the situation. Stop being contradicting and start communicating, okay? You're putting all of this stress on yourself, obsessing yourself, when really you need to be just living in what you're making and the beauty that you're making and experiencing the life that you're living and gaining the strength to be a leader and to be able to get into situations and situationships, friendships, relationship, partnerships, and things like that without the fear of being suppressed and downtrodden, okay? Look within yourself to know who you are and start your soul's journey, your soul's path, because it's pulling you in that direction, but it seems like you're not following. It seems like you're going in the other way. Lots of physical action to be done. And with the Mars energy here, with these two wands on top of it, and then we got Thor with the wands. We have a lot of wands here, a lot of energy. We got two wands up here. Start moving, start doing, okay? You're not doing. You're so wise and spiritually in tune. You could probably just start and it'll be beautiful. But you're so scared of the past because you were going in the wrong direction and it made you obsessive and not care about the rules. But if you start doing things that you enjoy and start doing things to help the greater good and to be a better person and to walk in God and to complete reconciliation and forgiveness for everyone around the world and to teach others that kind of love and forgiveness, you'll get what you need and what you deserve. Start your soul's journey, okay? All right. That was a good reading, guys. That was very, very good. I liked it. Through the looking glass, down the rabbit hole. I hope you guys are ready because this is a new reading. I've never done it before. You guys are my first time doing it, down the rabbit hole. And I don't know why I didn't have music on this whole time, but I'm turning it on now. Down the rabbit hole, okay? Okay. So let's get started with this reading, this new reading for me. All right, here we go. All right, let me light an incense just to get the air cleansed. Starting this new reading, down the rabbit hole, for those who chose this reading. It is an opportunity that you should be chasing. Challenges, the wisdom that you will learn from the situation, okay, so on and so forth. That is the solar plexus, where the soul, I believe, is located. Your thorax. Never mind. I'm not even gonna try to say the word because I can't remember it. Okay. And that's third eye. And I just burnt my rug. Okay. All right. Last reading. Down the rabbit hole. And thank you guys for joining. You like my little drawing? I drew that myself. Okay. So we are going to be using for this, as we have for every other reading, the Alice in Wonderland deck. And let's begin. The first card is Opportunity to Follow or Chase. Okay? Opportunity to follow or chase. Okay? And that is this one right here. Manage to be glad. It's a 43. Manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of your conditions. Okay? You have the opportunity to make yourself happy. And stop relying on others. Okay? You are guilty of blaming the world for your bad circumstances, and that's not right. It may be their fault in some ways, but at the end of the day, are you gonna let situations and people have power over you like that? Okay? The second card is self-discovery while on the chase is all in a golden afternoon, inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. While you were chasing, or while you should be chasing this ability to be glad on your own, The one comes in to say that you have a creative spark. You learn that you are innovative and you are creative and powerful and magical and all of those wonderful things, because this is the Magician card in tarot, okay? The third card, what do you need to let go of? Choices, feeling blocked and restrained. You are making mountains out of hills, if that makes sense. What should be an easy decision, you're dragging out and making it much longer than it has to be. And you're just like stuck on decisions that you know answers to already. And you're just, I don't know, fighting with yourself and very indecisive for what seems to be no reason at all. Okay, it's like you keep second guessing yourself, but there's no reason to, because you know every other way is not the right way. And you just want to keep checking and double checking and checking and double checking and checking and double checking for no reason. I mean, do your due diligence, of course, but stop delaying, stop postponing the process, okay? What are the challenges, the self-doubt possibly, or the madness that's occurring in this situation? Okay. Follow your own good advice, and you have that in reverse. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. Okay. So, let's see. All right. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. I feel like you've made mistakes in the past, and now you feel like you don't know what's best for you. But in reality, you do. Ooh, 1111. It's 111 on the counter. In reality, you do know what's best for you. But I'm feeling like you have serious self-doubt because you've even probably followed your own good advice and still made mistakes. But there's a difference. You didn't see something that was different, that you didn't pay attention to, okay? The wisdom and the lessons that you learned from this situation, or that you learned from chasing this opportunity of being happy, regardless of your conditions, and not blaming others for everything, and not blaming the universe and the cash checking place and the IRS and your mom and your friend and your neighbor and the car, and blaming everything, the kids and everything, for your misfortune. What have you learned? You are rare and free. There's no one like you. You've learned that you are a special breed of person, okay? And you've learned that there's something magical and mystical and almost out of this world about you. You've gained wisdom. You've gained knowledge that you're able to think through and get through things that others aren't. You've learned something very special about yourself in this situation, okay? What you need to do to overcome the situation is the very next card, okay? Let's do it for you. Oh, there it goes. 19. Who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. Getting to know the new you. What you need to do to overcome. This new thing that you discovered about yourself, get to know you as that person and not as the person you used to be when you were conditioned and mind controlled and under the influence of others, okay? The benefits or what you gain out of this situation, okay? The wins, the positive outcomes, the best case scenario. Changed in the night, you have changed quickly, okay? The benefit of the situation, the wins, where you win here, is it feels like it happened quickly for you. The change happened overnight. And that's a good and bad thing, because it could be scary, but at the same time, it's a good thing because now you can get started on your using your magic, using your energy, using your gifts and the rarity about you to begin to make your life what you want it to be. You can give, what can you give the world, or how have you grown, and what can you give the world after this situation? After realizing how to make your own happiness and how to stop letting things and circumstances and conditions make you unhappy. Use your time well. Make every moment count. Okay. You can help people pass the hard parts and spend less time trying to figure out what you have already figured out here. Okay? That's what you can give the world. That's where you've grown. You're not going to make the same mistakes. You don't make the same mistakes, and you are going to help people not make the same mistakes that you did, okay? And that's the beauty of it. Okay? Such a curious dream, grounding, returning to reality, and coming home. You've been in La La Land for a little bit. Living in La La Land. Yeah? You can no longer blame, and it seems like maybe you don't blame others and external forces for your unhappiness. You should not, and you possibly do not let you don't let these external forces have power over you, okay? You don't let them control you. All right. Let's see, we got signs. We got planets. Planets, signs, and houses. So, what's happening? How is it happening? And where is it happening? Okay? What's happening? How's it happening? And where is it happening? Okay? So, what's happening? Neptune, spirituality, dreams, imagination, okay? Ideas. What's happening? You're coming up with new ideas. You're opening a new spirituality. You're realizing your spirituality. How is it happening? In Leo, with great leadership, with like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like with dominion, with an air of royalty. Like, what am I trying to say? I know what I'm trying to say. With confidence, with courage. You're entering your spirituality with a sense of knowing, and the sense of strength and courage. And what house is it affecting? The 12th house, your faith. Okay, your spirituality. So spirituality with courage and more spirituality. So a possible outcome is the idealization of self-confidence to create your faith. Okay, spiritually, the idealization of self-confidence to create your faith. Have confidence in what you believe is right and don't waver. Mentally, confusion regarding taking a chance on hidden tendencies. You might not know which way to go because there's no clear answer for you spiritually. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. There's no way to find the concrete answer, but your faith is going to have to help you through along with logic. Get the logic that you need and get the faith to back it up. Okay? Now, one more. Physically. Sacrifice resulting from the impressiveness of large institutions or overwhelming events. You're going to have to make sacrifices because of how big and how powerful a certain organization or event is. Okay? You're going to have to either make some sacrifices or make some changes. Now, the action, spiritually, inspire others with leadership, seeking oneness with all there is. Okay, become one with the universe, become centered, become grounded, and then go to inspire others in the leadership role that you know that you belong in. Mentally, the action you should take is to be prepared to sacrifice for the creativeness of philanthropy. Okay, and that's saying be prepared to mentally work your creative or hone your creative skills for philanthropy, because in today's age, people, they want your charity, but they're too good for charity, if you know what I mean. You don't want to be someone, and you also don't want to be someone who people think they can walk all over either. Okay? What do you need?
I'm hungry.
What does she need? Okay. I'm almost done with this reading, and then I can go and do what I have to do with my kids. Okay. All right. Yielding is the only way to do what you want to and keep your involvement hidden. So if you don't want people to know that if you want to remain behind the scenes, then you're definitely going to have to wait, because I feel like there's all eyes on you at the moment. Create your own happiness by changing your perspective, because that's what the clarity here is on. Look at the treasures within yourself and that you are able to produce. Okay, I was going to clarify that with another card, but I don't have to. That's all that says. You're able to create your own happiness if you change your perspective on what happiness really is. And you might have to do some deep studying or understanding for that. So to clarify this, the self-discovery, you have the King of Swords in reverse, and you have the Emperor in the upright. So what that's saying to me is, what you're discovering is how to mentally navigate the situations that you're in now with the masculine energy that you have. It might have been hard in the past because people might have took you the wrong way, being that you have such a masculine energy. But you're learning how to, or at least you're trying to figure out how to be logical and not have your emotions involved, and not be like persuaded any other way other than logic and morals. And that's where your Emperor energy comes off as too strong. You're realizing that you have to take a softer approach to things. Okay, to clarify what you need to let go of and the challenges or self-doubt. Okay, what you need to let go of is, okay, you know you're the magician. The thing is, you can't manifest immediately. You have to let go of the word magician and understand that it is simply how you can manifest on this plane. Okay? And the challenges or the madness, there's a lot of like chaotic risks and energies around you. Okay? There's an imbalance within. That's the self-doubt that you have. You're not sure. You're not too sure about yourself. That's what this says twice. You're not too sure about yourself. You don't know what to think. You don't know. Your brain is too clouded for even yourself. Okay? Now we're going to clarify the what you've learned, the wisdom that you've gained, and what you need to overcome. Okay? The wisdom that you gained and what is need to overcome. What did you learn? What wisdom did you gain? The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, that you are becoming full and ready to share what you have within. The special thing that makes you different, the difference within you. You're ready to share that specialness about you. You're ready to share that, the information and the knowledge, the perspective that you have with the world. Okay? And up here, when I said change your perspective, I don't mean completely. I mean add a perspective to your viewpoint, okay? And to clarify the what you need to overcome, it's the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So what you need to overcome is to be patient and understand that life is not a fairy tale. Things are not always going to go your way. Stop comparing it to a past situation. Stop comparing it to a situation that you have made up in your mind that's perfect, okay? Nothing in life is perfect. The closest thing you can come to perfect is following in your joy and what makes you happy and completes you, and what is also a service to others. walk in God's footsteps, being a service to others. This is down the rabbit hole, guys. Okay? And the last two we're going to clarify, well, on the board before we clarify these. The second to last two we're going to clarify are the seventh card, which is the benefits or the wins that you gain. What do you get out of the situation? And how have you grown? And what do you have to share with the world? So the benefits or the wins that you gain, what you're gaining from the situation, okay? What you're gaining from this situation, okay? From this spiritual situation is a call for help. 12, wow, that's a 3. You got the 12th house here also. Very interesting. I'm not sure if you have any more 12s because I didn't look. But reach out, need for backup, and admit your needs. What you've benefited from, what you've gotten, is you've been able, look how similar those look. And they're two different decks, okay? Two different decks. 11 and 12. So you've grown to be able to ask for help. Okay? The benefit that you've gotten is you can now ask for help. That's the benefit that you've gained from the situation. Now you know where to go, or you have someone to call for help. And maybe it's your intuition, because here it says that you're very intuitive, very spiritual. Sacrifices in reverse. I'm sorry, guys, for pushing the thing. Okay. So how have you grown, and what can you bring to the world? Sacrifices in reverse. Renunciation, offering, and letting go. Okay, and you have that with oh look, this is 35 and 24, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Another growing situation. You're no longer going to make self-sacrifices that are going to waste your time, even if it's for the greater good of other people, which you are trying to do. You're trying to do you're just trying to be helpful and do what's in the greater good and the greater consciousness of everyone, just trying to remain neutral and harmonized. I hear my daughter screaming out there. All right, these are the last two cards, guys, because my child is freaking wilding. Okay, all right, here's one. We have the 18, the birch, and we have one more, please. Just one more card. All I need is one more card. Is your spirituality. Okay, so this is the 21st card, and it's kind of weird that you got this, because that's like a match between heaven and earth, the spirituality right there. So you're very spiritual, one with earth. You can use earth and grounding with earth, putting your feet in the grass, putting your feet in the sand. You love being in the ocean. You love being one with nature, being in the woods, taking a hike, going out to see the stars, laying underneath the stars, possibly camping or something like that. You like the outdoors, you like the nature and the way it makes you feel. Breathing in the night air, the summer air, the fall breeze, the fall air, okay? You're going to be cracked open spiritually, and it's going to give you something that you've never experienced before, and definitely understand that you have this magic, but don't take magic so literally. Soften up a little, and understand that you can call for help and nothing's going to be perfect. You have to be patient. It's okay to be different and follow your own good advice. Even though it looks like you're a little shaky, you have good intuition. Add a perspective to your viewpoint, okay? What do you need to know down the rabbit hole? What did you discover? That you are a magician, that you are a magical being, that you're a spiritual magical being that's only here for one reason and one reason only. And that's to help the collective consciousness expand and rise, an evolution of our dimension to the 5th. Okay? So that was your reading down the rabbit hole, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. You were the last reading. I am going to get the timestamps up there. I just need a couple minutes. And yes, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Have a blessed evening.